All right, next up we have The Assassin. This is a pretty fucking goofy episode with a major what the fuck moment. So there's a lot of weird things that happen in this. Number one, and I was not expecting this at all. I clearly have never seen this episode. I was taken aback when I saw William Sadler, who is in Demon Knight and has been, the very first episode of this show, and he's a Tales from the Crypt alum for sure, but he is reprising his role as the Grim Reaper from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. What the fuck? Like, that's so random. Why is he playing a character from the Bill and Ted fucking franchise in Tales from the Crypt? That's bizarre. Anyways, I was sitting there and I was like, what the hell? Why? What? Anyway, so we got the main girl here is the mom from Stepfather, so that's pretty cool to see her. We got Mike from Breaking Bad, who looks way younger here, and this episode's only what, like 25, maybe 30 years. I guess, yeah, it's that old, but I don't know, man. Like, considering like what Corey Feldman looks like in this episode versus, now Corey Feldman don't look good, but Corey Feldman's much younger. I don't know. It just, Mike looks old now, like old, and he looks young as fuck in this episode. So I was really surprised at the age difference of that dude. Maybe he's been smoking cigarettes, or he was Breaking Bad himself and doing some fucking meth or something. Anyways, we also have Corey Feldman in here, which I just kind of said, but I think this was maybe when he was starting to get into his like goth phase, or like this, when he got into that band. I don't know at what time period this is, but his hair is like jet black and whatnot. So I'm not sure when he got into that like rock career thing that he did. He still does it, but when did that happen? Is that around this time? I mean, this is what, like, we're season 6 now, and this is, what is this, 95-ish, something like that. So yeah, geez, it's a while back now. 23 years ago. Yeah, and the chick in this is Sarah from The Last Boy Scout. Jeez, there's a great movie, man. Anybody a fan of the last Boy Scout? Fucking do this. I'm gonna dance a jig. I swear to fucking God. Oh man, such a good movie. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about other movies and just kind of try to get to this. Now, they're there to assassinate her husband, who is an assassin, or he's retired, whatever, and he's come out of it. And she's just like, what? No way, can't possibly be my husband. And so immediately I was like, okay, this chick is actually the assassin. Like, I figured that out. I did not figure out what else was going to be the twist at all. But anyways, so she talks Corey Feldman into fucking her on the treadmill, and when he puts his pants around his ankles and he shoves it up her ass, I guess. I don't know. Like, is this like post-op? Like, does she have a vagina? Now I'm gonna piss off some fucking people who are like, oh my god, man, you assigned them a gender. Some bullshit. The fucking world we live in now. Anyways, it's a good question. For what I'm talking about, I need to know if she has a vagina or not, okay? I'm just burying myself. Just fucking digging that grave. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I love that she, can I call her a she? Is that okay with everybody? I love that she fucking turns on the treadmill while his pants are around his ankles, and he's like trying to, because like he couldn't spread his legs out to jump on either side of it. He couldn't really go back without falling. Like, it's a pretty cool trick. There's some variables at play here for sure. I mean, the treadmill does not start fast. Okay, you can't just turn it on full power. Like, it takes a second to go up. So as soon as he heard like the noise and felt it, he would jump off. So it's ridiculous, but in the spirit of it being a fun fucking show, and you can just, dispel questions of logic and whatnot. I love the idea of the treadmill gag with the guy with his pants around his ankles. I just thought that was really cool. Then she gets in a shootout with the chick, and the gun gets caught in the paint, and then the chick, or like I think it's paint, it's something thick enough for it to like stick in there for when she raises it, it doesn't fucking come out, and it doesn't fall out, it like whatever, it's like stuck on there. So whatever that is, it looks like paint, but it would have to be thicker for it to stay on the gun as she picked it up out of it. So I don't know what the hell that shit is, but it is there, and she tries to fire it and it blows back and it like destroys her hand, which is pretty cool. And then she goes up and she takes her high heel and she smashes it into Mike's eye. So we get a high heel kill here, which we've seen plenty of nowadays. But back in this time, I think that was relatively unknown in film. So cool little high heel kill here. It definitely had been done before this. I'm not saying it hasn't, but I've seen it a lot in the last maybe decade. So one of the earlier ones here. And then we get, the chick comes back and they're fighting together, and then we get the big twist reveal, which is not only is she the assassin, but she's also a man, or was a man, or whatever. The voice, like when her voice became manly, it shocked me. It was so stupid and ridiculous, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening right now? I'm supposed to believe that was a guy, and I'm supposed to believe that he changed himself so much and looked so different and feminine like that. Like, in order to get that much plastic surgery to look like a completely different person who's also extremely obviously female, it would be there's no way your face would not ever start. But of course, as I said, we got to suspend disbelief. It's Tales from the Crypt, but I don't know why that one was like, what the fuck? No, reject. My brain was like, nope, reject. I do not, that does not compute. Nope. So, yeah, when that happened, and then she's like, don't you notice my bridge work? And so her teeth are exactly the same, I guess. And I guess they used to have a sexual relationship. And that's what I'm saying. Like, she should know him intimately. She does. And for her to not recognize any features at all, although it's sitting there as a woman, I guess she's not looking for it, but the physical stature, all of that stuff would be similar, and the facial features and whatnot couldn't be drastically changed that much from male to female. I'm over analyzing whatever, but the voice, it fucking like threw me. Now, I do also have to question, does the husband know? He talks about like getting a paddle and spanking her and all this, and then he says like, what a woman. And she's like, of course, silly. What else would I be? And she does this twice. She does it the second time as a fourth wall break. But that leaves me under the impression that he thinks she's a woman. And she is fully married to him. Now, he may just be accepting of the fact that she's a woman. And that might be their cute little joke together. Like you're a woman. And she's like, yeah, what else would I be? That, like, I'll take that as inside humor. Because, I mean, sex changes don't work that well. Unless this guy's never seen a vagina before, ever, and he's never going to see one again, they don't look like the same thing. So the fact that he has no idea is bullshit to me. So I have to believe that he is fine with it, and that's their little pet joke or whatever. But anyways, all right, let's move on. I've already lost like 15 subscribers.